not only did this congresswoman unfortunately pass away in this terrible accident, by the way, we spoke about the night it happened.
Yeah.
But the White House has actually done specific things. He has signed off on specific things happening in her name in Indiana. And there he is today looking for her in the crowd. I mean, it's just unfathomable that people still, and his press secretary is a disgrace, and really got what was coming to her today in the press briefing room.
I just wish someone would just stop and just call her out. Be like, would you stop being so ridiculous?
That's exactly what happened today.
Oh, no way, really?
So it was off the rails in there today, deservedly so. Because this whole continued denial of his clear dementia, or however you want to call it, is just getting to the point now where it's just, I mean, it's a joke to be on the, it's not even, when you were on the side of it, clearly there's something wrong. The people would say, oh, you're exaggerating. Now it's the other, if you're trying to deny that he does, it's extreme at this point. You're being extreme because it's so absolutely clear. It's not even debatable. He's literally there calling, where is she?
Like he had just seen her or something, which is weird.
Oh, she was on top of his mind, don't you know? Top of his mind.
Top of mind.
Cut 6G. Here's the moment itself. Roll that.
And I want to thank all of you here for including bipartisan elected officials like Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker, Representative Jackie. Are you here? Where's Jackie?
Oh,
I didn't think she was going to be here to help make this a reality.
Stop it. I want you to listen to what he says at the very end, because this is what makes it. It's bad enough. Clearly,
yeah.
What makes it worse is the last sentence, and of course he mumbles so bad because he can barely speak. It's hard to understand.
If he was a character in a Goodfellas film, he'd be Joey Mumbles. He's got the marbles in his mouth. He can't enunciate anything. I can't listen to him anymore.
The last thing he says, if you listen carefully, I guess she must not be here. That's what he says.
That's just hard.
Play it one more time from the beginning, G. Roll it.
And I want to thank all of you here for including bipartisan elected officials like Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker, Representative Jackie. Are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here to help make this a reality.
No, stop it.
Part of what he said too is that it sounded like he started to say she must have run out. She ran out or something like that, right?
Whatever
I heard the word ran.
Can't even. He's so unclear what he speaks. It's just.
Now, there's no way he's doing that. Here's my other question about this. There's no way he's doing this off the top of his head. Did someone put her name in the teleprompter? Because he's clearly going through a list as he's looking at something.
Right.
He's not saying. There's no way he's saying, I want to thank all of the bipartisan. There's no way he's doing that off the top of his head. No way.
And not only that, Damon, because he goes through the first two, and then he gets to her name. He realizes he can't pronounce her last name. That's why he goes off, Representative Jackie, you here? Because he can't say her last name.
There's no way he would have remembered her if it wasn't in front of him. It had to be in front of him, don't you think?
Yeah.
I just want to go back to this article, and then I want to get back to the liar in the press briefing room. The disgraceful attempt she made to cover for this, which is, there's no way to cover for this. There's no way. Because as Andrew Weiberg says, yes, clearly she was top of mind. That was obvious to all. What's troubling is that Biden seems to have no memory of the fact that the woman on top of his mind has died. Something that was not inconsequential, but was instead headline news when it happened. Yes, as we all get older, we do get memory glitches. However, it's not a glitch when someone erases entirely a memorable event. That's a manifestation of dementia, a word that has its roots in the Latin for loss of the mind. Biden had lost that part of his mind in which Congresswoman Walensky's death should have resided. I call Jean-Pierre a spokesmoron, which was unkind. The reality is that I find her an exceptionally stupid woman. And I believe she was chosen as press secretary for that exact reason. A smarter person would have tried harder to spin what happened and made things worse. When it comes to Jean-Pierre, we expect nothing more from her, which allows her huge latitude in offering non-responsive, inane, and dishonest, stupid answers to what are serious questions. Pick it up, G, where we left it off. Roll it.
Where we were we were calling out the champions, congressional champions in particular, of this issue, this important issue when it comes to food insecurity, something that this administration has led on from the beginning of this administration, not just across the country, but also globally. You heard him talk about food insecurity last week at the UN and the investments that we have put forward as
now she's talking policy
as the United States of America and helping deal with that. Look, he was at an event you all saw, you all watched, which is why you're asking the question, right? Where he was calling out again congressional leaders, a bipartisan leadership that we have seen on this particular issue, and again, he's going to see her family in just 2 days.
This is disgraceful.
And she was on top of mind. I mean, that is not an unusual scenario there.
Karine, I have John Lennon top of mind just about every day, but I'm not looking around for him anywhere.
When you sign a bill for John Lennon as president, then we can have this conversation. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
These moments of confusion are happening with your frequency.
Go ahead.
Excuse me, there are Americans are watching this and are having concerns. What do you say to that? This is a legitimate question. We need to have some answers.
At the end of the year, what can you tell us about that?
I'm sorry, somebody was yelling over you, so
We're yelling.
go ahead.
Reports that Treasury Secretary Yellen is looking to leave.
It is not your turn to speak, and you're being rude to your colleagues, and let your colleague answer the question. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you're yelling and over your colleague. So that is incredibly rude.
Just to try one more time, does the president believe that in his reference to the late Representative Jackie Walorski, who you have said from the podium numerous times he respects the work that she has done, he'll be meeting with her family to honor her work. Does he believe that he handled that reference appropriately, or is this something that he would like to get back?
Like to get back what?
All right, that's enough. I mean, you can't even. You just can't even.
I know this is
That is just the gaslighting right there.
She's just such a liar.
You know, it's amazing. Holidays come along, and I see my cousins, and my uncle passed away. I think it was about 5-6 years ago. So he's top of mind. I never asked him, hey, where's Uncle Louie?
Hey, Uncle Louie, can you pass the potatoes?
Where are you son of a gun? Come here. Let me give you a headline.
Yep.
Hey,
never happened.
Right. Yeah. Look at me with Prince.
That's what the guy said. You know, John Lennon's top of my mind almost every day. Obviously, he must be a big fan. But I don't go around looking for him or asking where he is.
Right.
And then she says, when you sign a bill for John Lennon as president, then we can have this conversation. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know what that meant.